Welcome back to Proverbs of Praise. It's been a minute. As you can see, the title is changed. Y'all see something y'all see some change around here? So let me address the biggest question that I'm getting everywhere is yes, I cut my hair. I'm so happy. I loved my locks. They've been with me for 6 years. Through most of college, through teaching. But I just realized they no longer fit the season that I'm in. When I first started my locks, I remember just honestly being really insecure about who I was, and I dyed them the first year I had them. And I was like, okay, Taylor, when you look in the mirror, girl, you are a different person. You're no longer carrying those insecurities that you once had. And luckily, I'm not in that place at all. God has completely changed me in that, and I feel so comfortable and confident in who I am. Thus, I'm able to rock this, okay? So, yeah, I'm just super happy about that, and I was also reflecting back in my journal. It was actually March of last year, so March of 2016, and I'm almost done. I literally had 1 page left in my journal. And so I was reading back and I was like, wow, girl, you have grown in a lot of ways, but then there's also some ways that you've been really stagnant. I believe that this is the season where God is changing things in me, right? And he's no longer allowing me the areas that I did not grow in before, are the areas that I'm focusing in on now. So in my last video, I talked about being pregnant, right? When God has put something inside of you, and that process, that struggle, y'all, that challenge of trying to really push through, God revealed to me that he was rebirthing me. My purpose, my value, my interest, all those things, God was shifting and molding and rebirthing in me. And so it's an exciting process. It's a challenging process. Over this time, I've gone through a lot of ups, some exciting times, and definitely some challenging times. I turned in my key and my computer for my job as I resigned last, 2 weeks now, 2 weeks. And it was definitely bittersweet. Oh my goodness, I love my kids. The last day of school, we had it was like a water park. So we had a water slide outside, balloons and all that. And it was so much fun. My kids that I taught last year, I hadn't told them yet. So they were just like, what? How you gonna leave us like that? And, definitely one of my students who I'm really close with, her mother passed away during the school year, and so we built like a really good relationship. And she was just like, Miss Mitchell, what are you gonna miss most about me? And it just really got me teary, y'all. I was like, Jesus, I'm trying to be a thug up in here. You know what I'm saying? Thugs don't cry, but I didn't want to cry in front of my kids, but I was tearing up, I'm not gonna lie. One of my kids was like, Miss Mitchell, why are you crying? I was like, can I live? Like, can I have my moment? Okay. But I love them so much. Do I miss being in the classroom? No. But I love my kids. I'm so grateful for the value that they added to my life, what they taught me, how they helped me to grow. During this season, we talked about before kind of what's next for me. And to be honest, I'm in a place where I'm just trusting God. God blessed me literally, y'all, with an opportunity to work on some research this summer at Tulane, which I'm so grateful for. And I don't know what's next. You know, I definitely see purpose in going home, but if God wants to shift that and for me to stay here and do something different, like, that's cool too. I'm just letting him lead, and that's a very vulnerable place to be. It's a hard place. I'm very much a planner. Definitely like to have things planned out. And so leaving it up to God is a place where you're surrendering, right? You're completely trusting. So I just encourage you, if you're in a season where you feel like change is occurring and it's challenging, you're not alone. Trust God. Trust what he's doing. Literally, when he brought that opportunity for me to do this research this summer, I had nothing planned, y'all. Okay, I was about to sit here and chill, which is like cool. And I'm still planning on doing that. I want to sleep in some days, but it was a blessing. Like, it came out of nowhere, and God completely just brought this opportunity that I needed, that I wanted, that I didn't even know I wanted, or I needed, or I deserved. My goal really has been to not let fear control my actions. So I really do things that I'm afraid to do. Reach out to professors. I feel like little on me, like, girl, who are you to be talking to professors or, doctoral students? But I know who I am. Like, I'm a child of God, and I can reach out to them and just ask them. And hey, if they don't respond or if they say no, like, guess what? Nothing changed. I was in the same place that I was before. So I encourage you just to step out and do those things that require bold faith. I was reminded yesterday, I had a meeting for church, and my pastor was just speaking about how when God will literally give you just enough for you to take that next step. And that next step may be just enough for the next day, right? That next step doesn't necessarily mean, in my head, I'm thinking next step, what's my job next? Or where am I going to school? Or those things, no. Like, God's next step just mean for next week, this is what you're doing. And you have to be okay with that. I have realized that I have to be okay with that. I recognize also that, hey, like everyone else, it's really just a time for me and God. I have to put God back on the pedestal that he belongs on and allow him to be God and to control everything else. And, you know, the friends that I have, the circumstances that I'm allowed to be a part of, and all those things, those are added blessings. Those are things that I appreciate and that I value, but those are added things. Me and God, we rolling. No, let me stop. But for real, me and God, just to be able to have that time with him is of the utmost importance. So, my challenge to you, to recognize the awe of God. The winds and the waves, they are still at the sound of his name. Demons flee at the sound of Jesus. And so recognize the God who we get to be intimate with, who we get to talk to, who listens to us. And just revel in that. Take time for self-care, y'all. Relax, like enjoy. Have peace. Go to the park, go out, get out. It's the summertime, y'all. It's the summertime. Fine, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get, you getting all this? Y'all get, okay, just making sure. So guess what, y'all? The seasons are changing. It's so beautiful out here. And guess what else is changing? Yes, y'all. Change was due.